We are getting ready to watch Luis King Kong Ortiz work out ahead of his pay-per-view showdown on Fox Sports PPV pay-per-view Sunday, September 4th. Crypto.com arena alongside Luis Ortiz, the top heavyweight contender for many years. Martin Bater, the translator and PR extraordinaire as well. Luis, 2.5 weeks away until you take on Andy Ruiz. How excited are you for this huge matchup with major ramifications in the heavyweight division?
Luis, faltan poco más de 2 semanas para una gran pelea con mucho en juego. ¿Cómo te sentís?
No, me siento bien. Mentalmente, físicamente me siento bien para esta pelea y nada, espero el día 4 con ansia.
I feel so good, both physically and mentally. I am eagerly awaiting the day of the fight because you're not going to want to miss it.
Do you think that...
What's going on, guys? Hold on 1 minute. There we go.
That you being more active is going to benefit you?
¿Sentís que ahora que ya peleaste el 1 de enero, ganaste por nocaut técnico en el 6º round contra Charles Martin, ¿sentís que ahora esa actividad te va a beneficiar de cara a esta pelea?
Nah, yo nunca he parado. Yo termino una pelea y menos de una semana estoy de regreso al ring. Eso no me va a influir.
That's not going to have any influence whatsoever whether I am inside the ring or outside the ring, because after I fought Martin, I was back in the gym a week later. So I'm always active, no matter what.
A former opponent of yours, the former heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Wilder, came out, and when they asked him about his prediction in regards to this fight, he said he thinks that you knock out Andy Ruiz. What's your response to that?
Bueno, Wilder dijo que él cree que vos vas a noquear a Andy. ¿Qué te hace pensar eso? ¿Cuál es tu respuesta a ese vaticinio de Wilder?
Nada, que es un boxeador. Yo respeto mucho a Wilder, lo respeto a él, a su familia. Sabe, él ha estado dentro del ring conmigo, sabe lo que yo traigo dentro del ring, sabe mi agresividad y aparte yo siento lo mismo. Yo voy a terminar esto por nocaut. Es lo que mi predicción es terminar el combate por nocaut. O yo lo noqueo o él me noquea, pero esa es mi predicción.
Well, look, first of all, I respect Wilder a lot, and I appreciate what he said. So, in a way, what's going to happen or not, I hope that he's right, because that's my intention. I want to knock him out. It's going to either be that Andy knocks me out or I knock him out, but it's not going to the judges. I can guarantee that. I'm ready for that fight, and Wilder has always been someone that I respect a lot, so hopefully he's right.
Do you think that your style could give Andy Ruiz some issues? Because there are times in fights where Andy will get clipped at least once in a fight. Not to say that he goes down all the time, but he does get hit with a big shot at least one time during the fight.
Andy tiene la tendencia de por lo menos caer a la luna una vez en cada pelea. No es que cae fácil, sino que tiene como esa tendencia de ser derribado por lo menos una vez. ¿Lo tenés estudiado a eso? ¿Qué te parece?
No. El estudio, cada campamento lleva estrategia. Y yo soy de lo que en el ring, si no te noqueo de una, empezaré a picarte por los lados.
Look, I have Andy well studied from top to bottom, and if I don't knock you out with one punch, then I'm going to just chip away at you until you can't go no more.
We're going to let you work out in a few moments, but my final question in this particular interview with you is, you're 43 years of age, yet you look in impeccable physical shape. How are you feeling physically and mentally coming into this fight?
Tenés 43 años, pero te ves impecable físicamente. ¿Cuál es tu secreto?
Entrenar. Siempre tengo que entrenar más fuerte que cuando tenía 25.
It's all about training, and then some more training. I feel better now than I did when I was 25, and that's something right there.
Well, Luis Ortiz, we appreciate the time. We'll let you work out, get your hands wrapped, and we'll talk to you afterwards. Luis King Kong Ortiz, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
And his English is solid as well. Luis King Kong Ortiz.
All right, guys, let's talk. Welcome, TstreeT Controversy with FightView360. September the 4th, 2022. That is a Sunday night, Luis Ortiz is going to be taking on Andy Ruiz on PBC on Fox pay-per-view. Is that Malik Scott right there? Was that Malik Scott? Yeah, he is. Malik Scott is in Vegas. Deontay Wilder's in Vegas because he had something posted on his Instagram. It was just recently announced officially that Deontay Wilder is going to be taking on Robert Helenius, also on PBC on Fox pay-per-view, October the 15th. So Fox has two pay-per-views 2 straight months. One on a Sunday night, September the 4th, and the other on October the 15th, which is a Saturday night in Brooklyn. Let's see what Ray is talking about.
Sports PBC pay-per-view returns on Saturday, October 15th. We
go
from LA to Brooklyn.
There you go.
At Barclays Center as the Bronze Bomber will take on the Nordic Nightmare, Robert Helenius. Incidentally, Deontay Wilder defeated Luis Ortiz, and it is so great to see the Bronze
Wow,
Bomber.
Wilder's there. How about that?
Oh, man, he looks amazing. Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber, back in action. Before we get to Luis Ortiz and Andy Ruiz, the pre-sale went on today in Brooklyn at Barclays Center. A lot of people are talking about they're welcoming you back in Brooklyn. That's a venue you've had some successful moments. Your first fight against Luis Ortiz, what a battle that was. Your knockout against Bermane Stiverne. Arthur Spica still hasn't woken up since the rocket that you landed on him. But now that you're back, what does it feel like? I've seen photos, Instagrams, you're in the gym, you're looking in great shape, but how's the Bronze Bomber feeling?
Man, I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling amazing, Ray. It's good to see you, man. You always bring great energy, and when I see you, I can't do nothing but smile because you know when you're letting your little light of mine shine, you know everybody around like start to come on and shine as well. So you know, but I've been doing amazing. You know, it's been good to just get away a little bit, check on the kids, and watch them grow a little bit more. You know, I always have my children, but it's something special when you can just like put away everything on the shelf for a minute. You know what I mean? And drink you some watermelon juice with some lime in it. It's refreshing. You know what I mean? If you drink too much, it may give you the run. So you got to be careful on how many you get. But
what the hell?
You know, it's just been refreshing. I've been happy. I always tell people, you know, for me, I don't dwell on money or materialistic things. It's all about my happiness and my peace. Because I can be a man that have everything in the world, but and can be miserable because I don't have my happiness and my peace. See, that right there you can't buy. And when you have your happiness and your peace, no matter what goes right or go wrong, you good either way it go. It's just life, then you just deal with it. So, but to make a long story short, man, I've been blessed, bro. The family's been blessed, and a lot has gone on in my life, you know, in a positive way. And here I am now. You know, I'm back for the second reign, more so to motivate, to inspire. You know, it was one point in time I was questioning myself, why would you come back? Coming back for what? You know what I mean? Because I did it for my daughter that was born with spinal bifida to get in there, and now I have added tremendously to the addition to the family. I have 8 children now, so you know it's been a blessing to raise them and to be able to have wheels and set things in their future for them. Not only I think about their current right now, but I think about their future as well. That what kind of father they have in their life, and it's been amazing just to watch those guys grow, to see how intelligent they are, how much they comprehend and understand what goes on in the world and that is going on in the world. So I had a meeting with them, and I got all my kids together. I said, how you feel about Daddy coming back? You know, all of them was for it, though. You know, it wasn't no surprise to me. You know, they love seeing their father in and out of the ring. They think I'm the best dad in the world, as any dad should be to their children, you know, that loves their children. You understand what I'm saying? Subliminal. That's a message. Come on, fathers. But it's amazing. But once I got my statue and I saw the people that came and came and celebrated with me, men and women, and a lot of men came and was very emotional and broke down to me and had their children and their sons to say, this is what a real king represents and look like, you know, especially from people coming all over the world come to see. It allowed me to understand that I got a little bit more to go. I can't quit now. I can't I can't put it on the shelf now. This is not the end yet because I have so many people that I motivate and inspire around the world, you know.
Well, I feel like you're just a natural-born entertainer. From your ring walks that I've seen you throughout the course of your career, you love to fight. I mean, you did it to begin for your daughter, obviously, but now you have generational and 5 or 6 generational wealths that you've been able to accomplish, which you deserve. But I feel like you're a born entertainer and that you miss the sport of boxing. Is that fair to say?
You know, I'm definitely an entertainer, you know, and but I don't know if I missed the business. You know, at least back then, I was, like I said, if I missed it so, it wouldn't took this long. You know, I've accomplished so much. I've done so much. I've sacrificed my life for others' entertainment. And a lot of people don't understand what that means. They hear me when I say, but you can't relate or understand the meaning behind what that means. You know, it takes a lot for fighters, any fighters around the world, combat sport, it takes a lot, especially in this ring. It takes a lot for us to get up, go train, and get ourselves together weeks, months at a time to break our body down, then get in the ring, get hit in the head, which the head is not meant to be hit in the first place. You understand what I'm saying? So imagine, they always talk about, yeah, it's a lot of mental health, it's a lot of PTSD, a lot of stuff that fighters deal with, but you know, a lot of them want to keep that toughness about themselves, don't want to let people know or see certain things wrong with them because we're warriors at the end of the day.
It's okay to have vulnerabilities.
You know, it's okay. And that's why I come in. I show men that it's okay to do certain things and be cool to doing it, no matter what people may feel or think about you, because we only have one life in this lifetime, you know, and we got to make the best
like
of it.
Wilder,
That's why I tell
but
people to be great at what you do, because the inevitable.
he just took over this man media day.
And I want to be a person that when it's time for me, when the inevitable come for me, the world would say, that's a great man we lost. He left it all in the ring, and he did a great duty on the outside of the ring as well. Because I tell everyone, we all have greatness in us. For greatness is only determined by service. And it don't cost much to put a little bit
Wilder's back.
of time of greatness in your life. No, you ain't got to be great at every little thing that you do, just a little bit of it.
Well, you're matching up against Robert Helenius in about 2 months on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view, October 15th at Barclays Center. He's not an easy opponent.
Look at the woman out the ring. She can't take her eyes off him.
Taking an opponent of lesser opposition, but instead people are saying, wow, Helenius, this is a very tough guy known as the Nordic Nightmare. Defeated Adam Kovnatsky twice. Why Helenius in your comeback?
Does he look smaller? He looks smaller.
In my career, and even in my second reign career, you know, I always want to fight nothing but the best. I deserve it for myself, and I deserve it for the fans. And the fans deserve it from me for me to fight the best and nothing less. You know what I mean? There's so much I can say about that, as far as people fighting the best and making it. But it's just me. That's just my heart. That's just where I want to be, and I don't want to stop. I just want to continue to keep moving forward. The bronze bomb is back. You know, hope I can be a light, an inspiration, a motivation to so many, not only people on the outside, but the fighters on the inside, you know. And with coming back with Robert, you know, you got to understand, this has been my sparring partner for a few years, so we know each other well.
I think that makes for a more exciting fight. I think you guys are going to let the leather fly even more so.
Yes, exactly. And that's why I started laughing like I do. I mean, I truly respect Robert and his craft. He's a warrior just like me. He got a warrior heart just like me. See, the thing about it, Ray, many people think the mind controls everything. True enough, the mind is a terrible thing to waste, but the heart controls it all. The heart controls your mind, your body, and your soul. You know what I'm saying? Because you can have the mind to want to quit at times, but your heart just wouldn't let you do it. You know what I'm saying? Your heart overcome everything, you know?
So you mentioned the heart. So in the lead up to Luis Ortiz, Andy Ruiz, you're picking Luis Ortiz to knock out Andy Ruiz. So you shared the ring with Luis Ortiz, not on one occasion, on 2 occasions. Yeah. So I'm going to ask you, are you picking with your heart, or are you picking with your mind, or is it a combination of both?
I'm going with my heart. Luis Ortiz is another one that has heart. Why you think so many fighters wouldn't give him the chance?
I want to
And you
read
got a guy like me.
what the comments are saying.
And I'm like, guys, come on. This is what we in here for. This is a gladiator sport. Come on. Why don't give another man an opportunity to make some money that's trying to do the same damn thing you trying to do?
Well, hasn't that been the story of your career throughout the course of your career? I mean, what you did with Luis Ortiz, what you did against Tyson Fury, given opportunities because you felt that they deserved the opportunity because you wanted the challenge. I think that's accurate, don't you?
Most definitely, you know, and it makes me feel so good as a human being knowing that I've changed lives in my profession, in my career, because no fighter really want to be in here long. We just want to make money and support our family and go home. You know what I mean? That's the reason we get in here. You don't see nobody with a silver spoon getting in this sport unless they're doing exhibitions or something like that. Not the real jungle. Because if you don't have to do it, you ain't gonna get in this ring. You might talk on the outside, but it's a different thing when you get up in the jungle.
So from a planning standpoint, you know, I know you're focused on October 15th, but have you thought about what could possibly be next? AJ and Usyk are going to fight on Saturday. You know, do you think an impressive performance goes ahead and puts you in line for that, depending on what happens with Tyson Fury, if he retires or not? We're hearing that he needs to let his intentions be known at the end of the month. Is that the fight you want next for the title? Or I know that you even mentioned, hey, Luis Ortiz and I might be able to do it again in a third time, depending on how he looks against Andy Ruiz. Where's the Bronze Bomber's mindset at?
I mean, my mind is unifying. Whatever route that takes me, the quickest route to take me is to unifying. That's where I'm going, you know. I'm not ducking and dodging anyone. I never have and never will. Everyone's know that. And you know when you're fighting against me, everything depends on it. Everything. Because that's just how I think. I already know the business of boxing. It's not a sport to me. To call it a sport is a masking agent to what really it is. It's a business. And I handle the business accordingly, you know. And within the business, I love this business because it can make a poor man rich, but it also can make a rich man poor. So it's all about how you deal your cards, you know. And I love being able to motivate and inspire
press
and
conference.
change
I'm at
lives.
media event.
And boxing have changed my life 3 or 4 times in my life, you know. And now I'm sitting back on the end of it, enjoying this ring while I want to motivate and help a lot of other fighters. I want to motivate and help a lot of other people on the outside of the ring, because I only have until I'm 40. And
so that's where you're going to 40 and that's it.
I'm done. I still want to continue my 3 fights a year.
3 fights a year?
With it, man.
I love that.
Young.
But 3 fights a year?
I'm young.
I love that.
Come on, I'm young, so I feel great, you know. I mean, like I said, when you have your happiness and your peace, you're only building from there. It's never a downfall. You know what I mean? You're only just building from there, and to have so much love around you and stuff like that, it's refreshing. You know, even when people think you're down and sad and out because of whatever reasoning they have in their head. That's why I tell people I don't live for them. I live for myself. This is a nice jacket, by the way.
Oh, appreciate it.
Always looking fly.
I appreciate it. Likewise, Chev. And the Bomb Squad back intact. I see Malik Scott's here in Las Vegas. The entire team's ready to rock and roll. Have you guys started training camp yet? Or, I mean, because I see you've been in the gym, but has training camp officially started is my question.
Yeah. My pre-training camp has started. It's been started. I've done 253 rounds in 11 days. So,
hey.
And then run.
That's why he's so slim.
Wait, 253 in 11 days?
253 in 11 days. And
wow.
Run Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. So I've been here in Vegas with Don House and Malik, JD's, Cuz Hill, you know, all my team and stuff. We've just been enjoying it, you know, and it's been a real treat. Been going to the UFC Dana White Contender Series and watching those guys and looking at that beautiful facility he had. He had an $8 million facility over there now at the UFC, and that apex they got over there, man. It's been beautiful to be over there, refreshing, to get so much treatment over there and training and just the loving of the people, you know. And it's
Will you be in LA for Ruiz and Ortiz? You're going to be watching at home on pay-per-view. I know you're in training camp, but will you be at the fight? Have you not made a decision on that yet?
I haven't made it a decision yet, but we most likely may be in camp. You know, you can't take Robert Helenius lightly. He's not one of those guys to look over. You know, many people may have their opinion of judgment inside while looking up on him inside of the ring and stuff like that. But when you have a man that got a heart of gold and a warrior mindset, a warrior's heart, it's unpredictable with what they can do. You can't look past a man like that, because with that heart, he fears nothing, especially not man. You know what I'm saying? It's do or die, and that's what Robert has. He has a do or die mentality, just like I. So, please, this is not gonna be a light fight, and I am not taking it lightly. Again, understand, I've done 253 rounds in 11 days. It's really unheard of. You know.
Well, the one thing I know about the Bronze Bomber, when it comes to any fight you're in, it's always physical. It's always exciting. It's always aggressive. And don't blink.
Oh, bam, baby. Good night.
Deontay, appreciate it. The Bronze Bomber, he looks in great shape as always. He's slicked out. He's wearing J's. Being from Chicago, he's always got Michael Jordan on. I love it. Deontay Wilder.
Squad!
He's back. October 15th. We'll come back with more here in Las Vegas.
All right, so we got some time to talk. Here, let me mute this. This is a live. Oh, there they are. They're taking pictures together. So, yeah, Wilder's back. That is very well known of Wilder to take over and command a media event, you know. But October the 15th, I actually like the fight. You know, now, do I condone it to be on pay-per-view? Hell no. But overall, I do like the fight. And, you know, from a political standpoint and a business standpoint, I understand why it's on pay-per-view and why Ruiz Ortiz is on pay-per-view. It's not the fans' fault that PBC and these promoters, all promoters, pay these fighters more money than they can generate on their own. And therefore they say, all right, listen, you guys got to pay for this on a fight that if it was 3, 4, 5 years ago, we would have gave to you on regular Showtime. Like Wilder versus Ortiz 1. You know, Andy Ruiz versus Chris Arreola should have never been pay-per-view, but they did it. Luis Ortiz versus Charles Martin damn sure shouldn't have been pay-per-view, but they did it. Now, me, I'm not here to bitch and complain about pay-per-views because I'm going to buy them and cover them regardless. By the way, let me tell you my issue with PBC on Fox pay-per-view. I hate purchasing pay-per-views through the Fox platform. Because when you do that, you can't DVR it. You get no refunds. So, for example, if you go say, all right, let me go take a phone call or let me go upstairs, you know, while I'm cooking or something, you can't rewind back. So I ended up buying, and I'm always bitching about this, I ended up buying Luis Ortiz versus Charles Martin twice on Fox, and I tried to get my refund, and it was like, nah. And then I purchased it through Fight.tv, in which I ended up, you know, now I know, you know, any Showtime PBC event, even if they may have. See, here's the thing. Sometimes when you purchase through Fight.tv, you have to have Ray Flores' commentary. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying I'm more interested in the full like broadcast, the television broadcast, the pay-per-view broadcast, commentary and everything. But for example, I'm not going to purchase Canelo versus Bivol through the Zone, even if it is going to cost me $84.99. I'm going to give it to my cable subscriber because, you know, I've been canceling the Zone sometimes. I canceled the Zone for like 3 weeks or something like that. Even though I ended up paying the same amount, still I tried to prove a point. Like, yo, listen, you know, like I'm not going to be paying y'all for shit fights every month. So I'm going to buy Canelo versus Golovkin 3 like I did Bevo through my Fios. And I forgot why I couldn't buy through my Fios on, I had a fraud alert. Basically, when you buy pay-per-views through like too many pay-per-views or a certain amount of pay-per-views, they put a lock on your account. So I had to buy Ortiz versus Ruiz from Fight.tv because Verizon Fios, when I went to call them on Saturday evening, and I think I had brought a Clarissa Shields fight and something else. I forgot what it was. But I had to call them on Saturday evening, and their regular customer service couldn't fix it. It had to be the fraud alert account. The fraud alert line. And them motherfuckers only operated from Monday through Friday. So I was hot. But anyway, I prefer, even if I have to pay extra, to buy pay-per-views still through my cable subscriber because I know I'm going to be able to keep the content. And for example, I never purchased a pay-per-view through the Zone. So what if you're not paying for the Zone? By the way, this is a live media workout of Luis Ortiz. What if you're not paying for the Zone? That means your content is locked in that streaming service until you reactivate it? Nah, man, get out of here with that. I'm a stickler for a little bullshit like that. But yeah, Luis Ortiz looks good for a 50-year-old, right? I told y'all how I feel, and I hope it's not bigotry. Listen, we get to joke around, but seriously, though, I really do feel this way, though. Oh, he done broke the gym. Charge him. Oh, all right, you got that little clip thing. But listen, I think that when he came over here to the States, he told them he was like 7 years younger than what he really was. Because I think they have like some unwritten like rule that it's like, if you come over here, you can be whatever age you want. And you can have a whole different social security number, all that shit. But try not to be too ridiculous. You know, like with the age. Try to keep it within like 3 years. And Luis Ortiz was like, you know, he probably came over here and he was like 29, 32, some shit. Let's say he came over here and was 32. There's like, all right, Luis Ortiz, what you gonna be? And he was like, I'm 21. And it was like, bro, like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm 21. It's like, bro, are you serious? Like, see, all right, it's like, all right, you know what? Just get out of here, man. All right, you just put 21 down on the paper. And he was really like 32. So let me see. I was at his 38th birthday. They threw like a 38th birthday shindig for him in New York. And it was supposed to be his 38th birthday party. It was around the time when he had first signed with PBC, before he fought Wilder, before the blood pressure pills thing. So look, he's listed at 43 years old. And I was looking, and I remember it was his 38th. It was at Gallagher Steakhouse. And I was looking, and I was like, bro, this dude ain't no motherfucking 38 years old. And I'm sitting there face to face with him, talking to him. And I'm like, bro, like, you really going? And what he does is, let me tell you, because you know the beard is harder to dye than the head. So, because you know how you got to keep the dye in on your head and shit, but you never see him with no stubble. Why? Because that stubble going to be Father Christmas. That stubble's going to be so gray. But you can't tell me he's listed here at 43 years old. But you can't. You know what? Let's keep it professional. But I like Luis Ortiz, though. Fights are always exciting. But, bro, he looked like the uncle that come to the barbecue. I said it before, Uncle Jr. that come to the barbecue. He always fly. But you can tell he try to keep up with the kids. But he's like 10 years behind. You know, so if kids was wearing something in 2005, he wearing it in like 2010, like the big ass denim and shit with the chain that go from like the belt loop to the wallet, and he'll wear like a New York Yankees fitted cap to the side with a walker with a CD Walkman, you know. But he always that cool uncle that he always get a kid's money when he come and always do little jokes and tricks and shit. They be like, all right, Uncle Junior here. All right, hey, what's up, kids? You know, he the uncle that give all the kids $20. He that uncle. Hear that unk unk. But anyway, how you guys been? Here's the card, by the way. I'll pull it up on a screen for you while they're putting his gloves on. But I like the card. I like the card. Andy Ruiz versus Luis Ortiz. Isaac Cruz versus Eduardo Ramirez. Abner Maris versus Miguel Flores. Like that fight. I want to see. And look, it looked fucked up here, but Abner Maris' eye is cool. Like, come on, let's be honest. Like that's what everybody's looking at. They're going to be like, yo, how's his eye going to hold up? How we going to look in there? And Rayo Venezuela versus Jezreel Corrales. I really like this fight. This is my favorite fight on the card. And then on the prelims on FS1 and Fox Sports Deportes, it's going to be Joey Spencer versus Kevin Salgado and Rais Salim versus Mike Planella. I'm always butchering his name. But yeah, I'm going to be here streaming during the main event. Brief legal highlights in between some rounds. Not all, obviously. That's fucking copyright. But we can show a little bit of content. If you watch my streams, you kind of get like how I do it. And it's legal. It's not. I'm not doing nothing wrong. But you still want to be respectful to like the broadcaster and the promoter and shit. And I scorecard fights round by round. But anyway, I got Andy Ruiz. Luis Ortiz is good. If you look at, Andy Ruiz's resume, who's the most skillful fighters that Andy Ruiz has fought? Anthony Joshua, Joseph Parker, lost to both of them. But if I was to say like overall skill, now listen to me here. If I was to say skill, Luis Ortiz is like, I think he's more skillful than Anthony Joshua. You see what I'm saying? We do know that Luis Ortiz can get cracked, though. He got cracked, obviously. Wilder just laid his ass out twice. The Prince, Charles Martin, touched him up a little bit. And I was like, yo, he really looking his age. But this is his live media day workout. What time is it? It is 4:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Thursday, August the 18th, 2022. Tomorrow morning, in about 15 hours or so, Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua are weighing in for their fight in Saudi Arabia on Saturday. That's on the 20th on the Zone. Sky Sports box office pay-per-view over in the UK. This fight is going to be on September the 4th. PBC on Fox pay-per-view. You can also buy on fight.tv. I love that app, to be honest. They offered me a sponsorship spot. The owner, it was a copyright issue I had where they copyrighted me. And I was like, don't get me started, but they copyrighted me like a strike. And I got them to release the video, and then he offered, for me to help out. And I just never got back to it. I was a beta tester for the Zone for a little while. I got the Zone free for like a year and a half, something like that. But I just stopped beta testing, and they pissed me off during COVID. So I would get to test out like all the new features and everything, and get like inside scoop on, the new stuff that they were rolling out, which they finally rolled out, like the pay-per-view. They were asking a lot of questions about that. But all right, let's watch him on the mitts. I'm going to turn it up for you guys. Take a time out, like the video, subscribe. And also my podcast, the FightView360 podcast, is available on now all of your listening platforms. How about that? You like that shit? We did it. The FightView360 podcast. I'm like, damn, like we really, like doing some big things out here. Here, I'll pull up the links for you. We are on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. Hold on, I lost my, here we are. Yeah. Here's the Well, I can't show you now because Luis Ortiz is doing his workout. I should have did an extra screen on here. Let me see if I can do it now. Oh, my bad. There we go. Well, I guess you can't see it, huh? I guess I should have put Luis Ortiz's screen smaller. Let's get that out of here. Okay, let's turn it up.
Pasa allá, está loco.
You know what I noticed? Wilder's a very long-winded talker. So all the media are focused on him while Luis Ortiz is in the ring working out. That's kind of some fucked up timing right there. You know, like, because I could have sworn it was more media there, right? But anyway. Turn it back up. Oh, yeah, what was I saying? I guess it's expected for the winner of Andy Ruiz versus Luis Ortiz to fight the winner of Wilder versus Helenius. Come on, I mean, it's PBC. You know, if anything, you can see their fights coming from a mile away. Me personally, I think it makes the most sense if Fury doesn't fight. By the way, Deontay Wilder is ranked #1. If Fury doesn't fight the winner of Usyk Joshua, 2, then we got to get Wilder versus, you know, Joshua. Come on, man. We need to get Wilder versus Joshua. Like, for real, for real.
Ahí es.
I don't know if Andy can move like the Cuban and move with the Cuban. I don't know if he can do that. Oh, he got speed behind him. That's so good. How good can he move?
What you say?
Yeah, good, nice. That was my fault. Go.
Yeah, he's cold.
No, don't touch me. No.
All right, the workout of Luis King Kong Ortiz here in Las Vegas. Let's get Martin Bater back in here, our translator, as we will conclude this media workout and get a final couple of words from Luis Ortiz. Luis, you are a southpaw. I know that Andy Ruiz has fought various styles before, but do you think that being a southpaw is going to give Andy some issues?
¿Sentís que el ser zurdo le va a crear problemas a Andy?
Bueno, no sé, no sé, yo voy a hacer mi trabajo. No sé si le causará. Lo que le va a causar trabajo es mi trabajo.
I really don't know. I'm going to focus on me, do my job, and what's going to cause him trouble is what I do inside the ring, regardless of the style that I have.
Assuming you get your hand raised on Sunday, September 4th, is the next step to fight for the heavyweight championship of the world? You have AJ and Usyk rematching this weekend, but do you want the winner of that fight?
Bueno, digamos que ganás el 4 de septiembre. ¿Te gustaría tener al ganador de la pelea de AJ contra Usyk para una pelea por el campeonato mundial?
Así somos nosotros los boxeadores. Queremos siempre pelear por los mejores, peleamos por llegar al top, que es lo del cinturón por the world title. Yeah, of course.
That's how we are as fighters. We always want to fight the best for the biggest prizes. We want to reach the top of the mountain, and there's no exception with me.
If you were to defeat Andy Ruiz on Sunday, September 4th on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view, would this be the biggest win of your career so far in your pro career?
Si llegas a ganarle a Andy Ruiz en el Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view del 4 de septiembre, ¿dirías que esta es la victoria más importante de tu carrera?
Todas son importantes. Todas, como dije, cada campamento es diferente. Cada campamento es más importante. Ahí siempre sigue. Para mí, cada pelea es más importante porque me acerca a volver a pelear por título.
Every fight is important. You know why? Because every fight gets me closer to what I really want, which is fighting for the title. So I keep going after bigger and bigger things until I get what I want, which is fighting for the
Para mí
title.
todas las peleas son de título.
Yeah, the fights for the title, those are the ones that are the biggest ones.
The last time you fought at Crypto.com Arena was known as Staples Center, but you were successful in knocking out Razvan Kajanu in the second round. Are you hoping to recreate that magic coming up in a few weeks?
¿Querés volver a recrear esa magia que tuviste en el estadio Crypto.com de Los Ángeles con ese knockout en el second round que tuviste en aquel entonces? ¿Crees que podés volver a tener esa magia dentro del ring?
Of course, King Kong is ready for any fight.
Hey, his English has gotten pretty good with that, ladies and gentlemen. We bid you farewell for now from Las Vegas. Luis King Kong Ortiz. Also, we appreciate Deontay Wilder, Raiz Salim, Herman Caicedo. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Luis Ortiz Media Workout. Luis, have a great couple of weeks, and we'll see you during fight week in about a week and a half.
Damn, it's that close.
Yeah. Eso espero. I'm waiting for September 4th in Crystal Arena. You know, I'm waiting for win. I'm waiting for fight Andy. Thank you for everything.
You're welcome.
Everybody. King Kong is here.
King Kong is here, and King Kong will be there on Sunday, September 4th. Crypto.com Arena, Fox Sports PPV pay-per-view. Luis Ortiz, Andy Ruiz, don't miss it. So long from Las Vegas.
So, wow, it's a week and a half away? Damn. But then you know what else is that week after? Savannah Marshall versus Clarissa Shields. Man, this summer has blew by, didn't it? Jeez, I got to get to that Manuel Navarrete press conference stream. It is 4:57 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I got to go watch that before my stream. Here's my podcast, though. The FightView360 Boxing Podcast, all one word. The link is down below in the description box, and I'm going to pin it to the top of the comments for you guys to see it. But yeah, we are on, look, Apple, Spotify, Overcast, Amazon, Stitcher, iHeart, Tuner, Alexa, Podcast Addict, Castro, Castblock, Box. I don't even know most of these platforms, but we're on that joint. So far, here's the episodes I have uploaded. I'm going to be uploading my thoughts on Wilder tomorrow sometime. Canelo versus Golovkin 3 preview. Usyk versus Joshua 2. Eubank versus Ben. 2 on Broner. Another 2 on Usyk Joshua. And Australian boxing, Paul Gallen, fighting twice in one night. So yeah, take your time out. Like the video, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at TstreeT Controversy. The link to that is also down below in the description box. Look at Spicy. She all tiny. See you guys later. Thanks for watching.